Hey everybody, it's Joey, Value TCG. Hope everyone is having a good day, a good week. Well, this is probably a little bit closer to my last video. I tend to want to space out some of my videos, but man, there's just so much going on in the TCG world, in One Piece and Pokemon. This video, we're going to be talking about some of the SPs that are starting to move up in price, and some of them have been moving up in price for some time now. So just kind of, I think it's really interesting, and it just implies that money is starting to flow back into One Piece. And I want to talk about that. So before I do that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for the support. So yeah, let's just get into it. So SPs. These are special arts that started in OP04, and they're not in the memorial collections. So there's really just what, 6 sets so far that have SPs in them, and it's just interesting to see that almost idiosyncratically, these are the cards that are moving up. The parallels, alternate arts, they're kind of, some of them are moving up, right? Like, I mean, you look at this Dofi, there's some movement, but I think just it's interesting to see that almost SPs universally are starting to move up in the upward trajectory. So Boa Hancock, that is the chase in this set, and Law being the secondary chase in this set. These are the two that have been kind of carrying the load for OP04. But I mean, yeah, look at this. November, 120 bucks a card. Now we're $175 for this card. I mean, this card is absolutely beautiful. I think it's one of the best Boa Hancock cards out there. Probably not that playable, I know it's not all that playable now, but still, just I think people are collecting this for the art. Let's just take a look at flow through. Wow, who is paying $236 for this? Just out of the blue, when you have other listings here. That's quite strange. But yeah, so just broadly, prices are moving up. I think that's a great thing for OP04 box prices. Same thing with Law. I mean, it hasn't really even registered on the chart what the price is, but yeah, so $53, $54 on the chart. As we can see, the lowest is Mystic TCG at $69 a giggity. A card here. It's a great looking card as well. Also from OP01, just like the Boa Hancock card that we saw. But so this card is very nice looking. I think the art in OP04 in their SPs, I think this is maybe one of my favorites. Yeah, I would say top 3. Just the art style. And then some of the other ones like Newgate, yeah, Newgate's kind of been trickling up, but I mean, going from, $33, 3 months ago to $40 today, and a little bit under that, if we look at the lowest. Well, I guess it's just GGAZ, so Gamers Guild Arizona. It's a great LGS if you guys have bought from there before. And outside of that, $47. So if GGAZ sells this last card, it's going to accelerate. So there have been sales at $49. So I was wrong. This actually has been moving up. So that's very interesting. And then Sakazuki, unfortunately, more of an unloved SR. I do have a copy myself, so 20 bucks. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been stuck there. $21. And then OP05. So I'm gonna switch this to high to low. The SPs in here are, I think, the first time that we've seen this type of art with this really colorful, exotic backdrop. Some of these SPs went down to, $30, right? This Kaido, I know for a fact, was down to like $35. Now we're back up to 60. So definitely some movement here. And of course, always led by Nami. Nami is everyone's chase, and rightfully so. Uta moving back up as well. So this is $40. This used to be $40 for a card. Now 89 bucks or $90 actually. If we wow, almost 100 for the last gold star. I don't know why I clicked that. A gold star seller. That's incredible. I mean, yeah, that is pretty much around release price, maybe a little bit higher than that. So that's phenomenal that we're covering there. Yamato, same thing, just acceleration here, self-explanatory. She's a very popular character. And Enel from OP05, also moving up. I don't think this is a very playable card from what I can remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean $60 for this card. Whew, whew. Kaido moving up. I mean, look at this chart. I mean, if you look at charts like this in the stock world, you're like you already know that something has happened, right? You're like, oh crap, I kind of missed I missed the buying opportunity. And it kind of feels like that by looking at this chart, going from $30, barely over $30 to 60 in a short amount of time. And then Rob Lucci, yeah, this is moving up as well. This is OP03 Rob Lucci too, so not the most. I don't think it's ever been really playable, but yeah, $30. Well, I guess you have one from this potentially fake store, but outside of that, $30. Wings of the Captain. I think this is my number one favorite type of SP art style. It's just colorful. It's it's there's a art style that this is called. Is it impressionism? I don't know. I haven't looked at art in a long time, so forgive me if I entirely butcher that, guys. But yeah, Rebecca always favorite. Very very much highlighting her talents here. And this is a beautiful card with like amazing colors that just pop off, right? This is kind of like it feels like you're looking at a painting. And I love that type of art style. And yeah, I mean 90, 80, 90 bucks, $150 right now. Same thing with Linlin. This one's surprising to me as well, or maybe a little bit more surprising of just how much she's popped, right? I was looking around at decks that have this version of Linlin in it, and there's just not that many. Obviously, if you're playing an L, like this might make sense, but still, like, take a look, right? 80 bucks, a little bit here, and then now we're at 130 buckaroos. If you have one of these, I don't know. Wow, actually more than that, close to 165 for the lowest gold star seller, or 3 copies here. So I don't know. I would kind of consider selling it. It might be manipulation. I don't know. But it definitely feels more organic this time. Looking at some of these arts and some of the prices, and look at the volume, right? This is just kind of organic volume throughout a certain time period, right? It's not like one day you saw all of these copies coming off the market. So it's just organic. People are realizing maybe that these cards are very, very hard to pull. I mean, there's 2 of them per case, and cases are $1,200, right? $1,300 MSRP, a little bit more with the new sets coming out. So yeah, I mean, these are very much the chase cards, and if you're getting some of these cards at below a box price, I mean, there's not that many other things that you're kind of chasing in a case, right? So Sugar, Adam Levine's favorite song, or my favorite song from Adam Levine. $70 for this card. Well, Mystic TCG is kind of lowballing himself maybe a little bit here, but $70 after that, and not that many copies on the market until we get to 77, 77 or 77, 76. So, and then Buggy SP, I think this card is just so unique. It just kind of goes to show, like, it evokes so much emotion about Buggy. And, I think this is just such a cool card. Prices used to be $70, right? $70 around release time. Now down to 60 or $36. We're starting to make our way back up. So $40 on for the lowest copy. And then 500 years in the future, OP07. As you guys know, there's a awesome Onami card in here, and then Jewelry Bonnie, Kid, and Dofi, and then a couple others. But this one, you already know. This card is just, $90 in November, almost double that at this point. So pretty crazy stuff. Jewelry Bonnie, this was down to $45. Now it's $70. That's a lot. Kid, this one is the one, at least, maybe a little bit more surprising. Definitely some more playable. And then you have the lowest copy now at $75. Let's just kind of zoom out here, right? I'm on lightly played. I don't know why it randomly just defaults to lightly played, but yeah, $39, $40 now, $75. Yeah, that's almost 100%. That's what they call a two-bagger in stock world. And then $40 for this Dofi card from OP01. Really nice looking card. And then Izo, same thing. Very much the same art style as OP06, where it's just more, it invokes a lot more emotion as you're looking at these cards. And yeah, $31. That's pretty good. And then Okiku, this one's been moving up a lot. Now I was kind of looking around to see what decks Okikus go into, and I didn't really find many, so it's bizarre. This is the one that that is spiking so hard. Yeah, this is a three bag, as we say in the stock world. $15 in September, $46 now. Okay. And just, largely that just base of cards are starting to, you're not finding these SPs for like $20 anymore, right? Everything's starting to spike. Jewelry Bonnie from OP08, Pudding, Gecko. These are all cards that are starting to make moves, which is interesting, right? Because you could still buy booster boxes for $80, $75. Right? So if you're hitting a Jewelry Bonnie, you paid for over a box at this point, right? 116 for the SP Bonnie. 75 for the Pudding. 64 bucks for Gecko Moria. Yeah, you're almost covering box prices at this point, and that's super rare to find in One Piece, just broadly, right? A single card lapping box prices, that doesn't typically happen. Usually you're at you're around 70, 50%, something like that. Yeah, so all the SPs in here are moving up. Love to see it. And then lastly, as you guys know, the reprint has hit OP09, but still, because there are 10 SPs in here, they're all kind of valuable. I'm not going to click into all of these just because, I've already talked about some of these before, and these prices do track relatively close. Nami's kind of down from 250. I saw one sale for like close to 300. now down to $200. Now this is starting to become like more attractive price for me to pick one up. Boa Hancock, same thing, was a little bit higher. Now $165. That's a decent price. Wanted cards. Yeah, this one's been fluctuating around 135. I'm surprised that this one hasn't moved down more. So, I mean, I'm just going to click into this one because I really do want to pick up a copy of this. So with a reprint coming through, I mean, look at this. This price has been, since release, has just edged up. And I do think that this is a really, really cool card for your collection. And I think, once this reprint kind of works its way through, this is maybe one of the best cards to keep. Zoro Juro, Shanks, Teach, Dragon. These are all cards that are almost to a single booster box's price. You can find booster boxes right now for around $110. So if you guys haven't been looking for that, and you want one for your collection, you don't have one yet, I think this is a good time to pick up one box. So that's just something that I think people should be aware of, that the reprint is going on, and generally that second wave is where prices normalize to a pretty good level, and it becomes a level that you want to buy at. When the second wave hit for OP08, for example, because that was not a very attractive booster box, it went down to $75 and hasn't recovered, right? The fact that OP09 is holding out at, like $130 for a box, that speaks volumes to the quality of this set. And then other SPs, the lowest here looks like is Don Quixote, Rocinante, or maybe the Buggy. Yeah. I know someone in one of my videos said Buggy is playable, and that's true in the Buggy deck. But I don't know, not many people are playing Buggy decks. It's kind of a troll deck, to be honest. And then you have Don Quixote, Rocinante, OP04, the secret rare. So yeah, not not very much of a chase card, but ultimately, this card looks really, really nice. Such cool art. And that's it, guys. That's all the SPs so far. Let me know if you guys are collecting some of these, because I think, I'm kind of front running myself here. Hopefully prices don't go up too much, but I do want to buy a couple of these cards. And, first and foremost, it's going to be this one. I'm just going to throw it out there because I do think that this card is so cool. Let me know what cards are your favorites as well. I'd love to hear that. And then I think my next video I might do a quick Pokemon update. Guys, there's fights happening. There's fights happening in like warehouses and like Costco's. Potentially going to see it soon in like Walmarts and in Targets. Things are just crazy right now, guys. I'm not even going to go into a Costco more than likely because that thing's just crazy. I'm staying away from all of that, but a lot to talk about there. Look forward to that. Anyways, thanks guys for watching the video. Hope you guys are having a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite cards are and SPs are at least. And I will talk to you guys next time.